She was my younger sister, but everyone often thought we were twins. We did everything together. She loved everything from art, music. She was really good at math and accounting and really good with numbers. She was also really dependable, honest, caring. She had a blood transfusion when she had her daughter, and they suspect that's when she came down with hepatitis C, Hep C, and she knew that there would come a time when that would kind of take the forefront of her life. She had been married, had a daughter, had 3 grandchildren. She had a wonderful job. When she started exhibiting symptoms and felt that it was more difficult for her to go to work, she expressed that to them, and they told her, no worries, we will take care of whatever you need. She had a great retirement put in place. She had her 401k, she had insurance. She started experiencing more symptoms. She felt she could no longer think straight, and eventually she wasn't able to go back to work. We cashed out what she had saved so that she could use that as living expenses. When that was completely expired and spent, we decided that what we would do was go ahead and start the process of applying for government assistance in the form of Medicaid and Medicare, that we would have something to fall back on. Although we had applied, it was denied, and we reapplied. But in between that period of her going from short-term disability at work to long-term disability, and eventually your long-term disability expires, or hers did, she had no coverage at all. She had nothing. Her condition deteriorated very rapidly within just a few weeks, actually. And her liver doctor told her that it was time for her to go on hospice. We didn't even know where to look. We didn't know anything. And then through a friend, someone mentioned at the time community hospice. So we made the phone call. We explained our situation, fully expecting that we would be turned away. To our great surprise, not only did community health care not turn us away, they had in place a program for underinsured patients that allowed my sister to have the dignity and respect among the people that came into her home from community health care. Their first concern, honestly, was, let us first take care of your sister. But my sister was proud, and she didn't want to accept the help, and we had no idea what it cost. And so she told me one night, she said, look, I want you to tell them when I'm gone that no matter what it takes, no matter what happens, you have to promise me you will find a way to pay them back for my care. And I made that promise to her. She wanted to pass peacefully at home. That was her desire. Unfortunately, at the very end, that was not going to be possible. So they called in someone to come and pick her up and allowed her to be transferred over to their inpatient facility. Once she entered the inpatient facility, she was only there for 4 days. But within that 4 days, once they finally were able to relieve the pain and get her comfortable, you could tell that she relaxed and it was okay. I wasn't with her physically at the moment that she passed, but I got a phone call, and I closed my eyes and I said, now you're going to make me do the work. Now I'm going to make sure that I fulfill this promise. It is a promise that will happen. I don't know how. I don't know what, but I do know that you and I will do this together now. And we did. So I really didn't know what to do. The president and vice president of her company approached me, and the president and owner of my company asked what they could do to help. And I said, I have an idea for a nonprofit. And we put the paperwork together, and we never held a fundraiser. We only solicited other companies to support our efforts, and we were able to raise, I want to say, just over $60,000 within just a few years, just a couple of years. And we would make several nonprofits around the company beneficiaries. Community health care was always our primary choice as far as being able to make donations. What was really important to me and my sister was to provide funds, if we could, dedicate those toward an uninsured program that they have in place, because that's how they were able to care for my sister. And without that program, I don't know what hundreds of patients might have done. I really don't. No matter who we are in life, no matter what we've accomplished, no matter what we've done, whether we feel like we've not done enough or whether we feel like we've satisfied our life goals, whatever our achievements are, I truly believe that every human being on this planet deserves to leave this world comfortable, peacefully, and with dignity. And I believe that's what they offer.